What is up, everybody? All right, I got a trip coming up. I have a short speaking engagement in Idaho, and normally I would do this drive, but now I have the opportunity that I don't have to do that drive. I'm gonna take a helicopter. So I figured I would do, I don't know if you call this a vlog, you do this a day in the life, whatever it is. I'm gonna take you a little bit along for the journey, the aviation adventure, which is exactly what this helicopter is designed for. To explore Montana, the places that I live. It's a pretty cool machine. I'll start with this. I don't claim to be shit when it comes to being a pilot, but I'll walk you through my process here. And first and foremost, I'm sitting here in the studio right now and I'm going over my flight plan. And I've talked, I think, a few times at least about the aviation software that I use. There are two specific platforms that I use. The main one is called ForeFlight, and this is I think it's a Boeing product. But what I'm looking at in front of me, and I'll put this up on the screen so everybody can see it, is I'm looking at the potential route that I'm going to take, and you have some stuff that you can sit up in here that you can look at if you want to. Like I have Jet A prices on here, I have range rings set up, I have internet traffic set up. So this is actually a planning iPad that I'm looking on, not the one that I fly with. But then the first thing that I do once I lay out this flight plan, which I'll probably fly it just like this, is I switch over to Spartan Forge. And for those of you watching this video, you'll be able to see exactly why. I'm looking at the actual terrain that I'm going to be flying over. And this is just a level of detail that is, I can't find it on ForeFlight. This is, I mean, I know the general route. My goal here is to get to this, basically this road, this 200, probably come down over here on the eastern side. And then I'll be flying basically that all the way up until we land over here down in Coeur. So pretty cool software. Why, when I first started learning how to fly, it was paper charts, and it's such a good skill to have as well. But at this point in time, so I have a larger iPad that I make the flight plan on because it's just a little bit bigger. And then I take this one into the cockpit. This is just a smaller, I think it's one of the mini versions. Paired up with a GPS device, it does your ADS-B in and out, which people who don't fly aren't going to understand what that is, but it's transmitting information out. It's showing you traffic that you can't, risk your life on, but it's a good tool to have in the cockpit. It can help point things out. None of that used to exist, and I'm really glad that I'm flying again in an era where it does, because it helps offload some of the tasks that you would need to do. So yeah, that's the flight plan we're getting ready to do. From here, I'm going to go to the coffee shop. I'm going to get a coffee, obviously, because it's still before noon. And then we're going to head to the hangar, and we're going to do a pre-flight. I take my time when I fly. I hate flying rushed. I actually won't fly rushed anymore. So I do things on my time. I spend a lot of time doing walkarounds, and I follow checklists. Walkarounds will absolutely save lives. You can identify problems that you're not going to be able to deal with in flight. So it's better to find them on the ground, and I'll kind of show you guys that process. And yeah, let's go check out Coeur, but not via car, via helicopter. Let's go. At the hangar, a few things I did that I'll just talk about instead of showing. Obviously, I loaded my bags inside, and it's ridiculously beautiful outside today, so I'm going to do the walk around outside, and you guys can get a better look at the helicopter that way. Let me cheat over. So I loaded my bags. That's basically the biggest thing that I did. And everything inside of the helicopter is strapped in or carabinered in. In the unlikely event that I was to wad this thing up, I don't need to worry about things flying forward, smashing around inside of the cockpit. And on that note, some people fly with helmets, some people don't. I just got a helmet. I'm going to fly with it today. And I'm thinking more about protection, things coming in the helicopter, smashing my head. I've hit my head enough times. I really don't need to probably add any more to that. I put some cameras in the helicopter. Here's my rule with cameras and flying and everything else. It's set it and forget it. I have watched people do some really dumb shit, to include myself, a few times, but I've tried to learn my lesson when it comes to capturing footage over being safe or being responsible. So I set the cameras up, I'm gonna turn them on, but I'm not gonna do anything different just because they're there. If the batteries go out, the batteries go out. If it doesn't capture the right angle, it doesn't capture the right angle. Live to fly another day. So that's it. We're gonna open up the hangar, pull this thing out, do the walk around pre-flight, and then we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go to Coeur. Let's do it. All right, in the cockpit, walk around is done. One thing I did inside of the hangar was actually the tail rotor, because that's where the ladder was located. But let's run through this bad boy. Our exterior checklist is completely done. I use checklists because I work with the flow, but at the same time, why would you not double check yourself? All right, we're getting ready to start this thing. Let's flip it around. Back in the heli, skipped a few steps that I didn't show you because it's raining outside. For those of you who have never flown outside of commercial, there's a whole network of what's called FBOs, or fixed-based operations. It's awesome. You pull up, you land, you're ready to go. I had a rental car waiting, they gassed it up, I came back, paid for that, I'm gonna be off and running. It's a really cool way, you're kind of traveling at your own pace and in your own style, if you will. So walk around is done. Weather is not as great as it was on the way out here, so we'll see how it goes. Have a couple flight plans lined up. Going to start with just the reverse of what I started with. But yeah, let's get this thing started and see where she leads us.